I think I've used this header before. Yeah, I have. I think I've used this. Why did the audio come on when I clicked on OK? Why is everything going wrong? It's just because I'm watching a video while I'm here. That's the whole reason. I bet that's the whole reason. Where's my sketch pad? Where is everything?
Hello? What's happening?
Nothing, just random craziness. I found out that there's a fake spider behind me in that corner, just here. Just there. It's a fake spider. Do you know what a harvestman is?
What?
Do you know what a harvestman is?
Harvestman?
Yeah.
Is that a type of spider?
No, that's the interesting part. Well, kind of interesting. But there's one right here. It's like spindly legged, so it's not showing up on camera.
Oh.
Unless you got super high quality feed, I can just see it in my preview. I definitely can't see it in my in my live feed because I automatically put it on low quality, so it doesn't affect the, my computer's not trying to get a super high quality stream out, so it basically doesn't broadcast a super low quality stream. Just so you know what I mean. That's also why I turn off the audio. But right here, right where my finger is, my finger is, but in that corner on my wall, there's actually a there's a harvestman, which is a fake spider. They've evolutionarily evolved to look like spiders, so that other animals, other like insects and stuff, fuck off.
Oh. Huh. That's cool.
But it's not actually a spider. Actual spiders don't stick to the wall. No matter what, a spider can't be super flat. It just can't. Just can't be super flat on a wall. And what happens is they have to have their claws, their legs kind of like bent, just so that they can move them and stuff. But these are insects that basically aren't in the arachnid family at all. They basically have 6 legs and 2 very long antennae that look like legs. But no, he's been sat there ever since I went off stream last time. And I only found out because I killed a mosquito about here, somewhere around here, on my moon map. And I was like, because I thought it was a spider, but it's not a spider, it's a fake spider.
Interesting. Wow, I didn't know that. What's it called? The Harvestman?
Harvestman. I think it's called a Harvestman. It's because they basically they live in tall grass. So whenever like the harvesters go over like patches of tall grass, you basically see them like escaping. They're still kind of creepy, and they kind of walk like spiders when they're running away from stuff. They do a lot of running away.
Harvestmen?
Harvestmen. Are you going to play that clip if I click on you? Yep.
Are you sure that's the...
I'm looking it up now, because now you've got me, like, paranoid.
The Opal Leons are an order of arachnids colloquially known as harvestmen. harvesters or daddy longlegs.
They're not arachnids. They're not arachnids.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused.
Harvestman UK, Harvestman Bite, Harvestman Bees. What? I don't know which one to click. Harvestman Spiders. I'll just go for Harvestman Spiders. Yeah, that's not them.
Harvestman, not spider. Not spiders. There we go.
Because I'm just looking at the images, and most of these aren't Harvestmen. Ew, ew! Why am I looking at this? I fucking hate daddy longlegs, and they're giving me a bunch of daddy longleg images. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what apparently they are.
But they're not. They're not. That's not them. Right, this is them. The whatever. Formerly phalange, whatever. I'm not going to try to pronounce stuff. All right, see, older. What? But they're not. Right. I'm going to go and look at the image.
I'm trying to
Oh,
see.
fuck. I hate that. Look at that. This daddy longleg spiders. Jesus Christ.
You don't like daddy longlegs?
No. No, they creep me out. Oh, Jesus. This is torture. This is actual torture. Oh, it's still come up with the same image. Oh, you bastard. You bastard image search thing. Yeah, just take me to the website. Take me to the fucking website. Okay. Common throughout the UK. Months seen April to October. Great. Low vegetation, food, special features. It's difficult to describe harvestmen without making comparisons to spiders. Harvestmen do look like spiders. They have 8 legs, 2 poop. And like spiders, they are carnivorous. Really? But the similarities end there. Harvestmen don't spin webs and they don't produce venom. If you look at the main body at the center of these dangly legs, you'll notice that it's one piece. Spiders have 2 parts, and their bodies are head and thorax, and the abdomen. In the Harvestman, these 2 parts are fused together as one. The creatures are known as Yep, and they are over 20 different species living in the UK. Most of them are only active at night. It's fucking morning. Go away. Oh my god! It actually moved when I said that. It's antenna when. That's why I don't like them. I only don't like them because basically because of the way they look. Because they look like daddy longlegs, kind of. They're kind of more like curly, and they're a little bit more fluffy looking. I don't like daddy longlegs because of the way they move, and yeah, just ew. I don't like daddy longlegs spiders or cellar spiders because basically they kill other spiders. They actively hunt out other fucking spiders. Okay, I'm looking for the thing that says that they're not spiders because I was told this all throughout my life. You know, 30 years on this planet, I was told that harvestmen aren't spiders. They aren't arachnids because they've got 6 legs and 2 antennae that look like legs. But this thing's saying that they've fucking 8 legs. It's pissing me off. Many have a bump on top of their head which houses their 2 eyes. This is called, yeah, I don't care. The second pair of legs slightly longer than the other 3 pairs. These legs are used as sensory organs. So they are feelers. They're commonly in motion. See, now I'm talking about it, I keep thinking that everything that is touching me is a daddy longlegs icky spider.
No.
Moving, tapping all around in similar fashion to blindfold. So they are basically antenna, kind of. I just hate that I was wrong about the whole not being arachnids thing. Ugh. I hate being wrong. I'm okay with admitting when I'm wrong, but I hate fucking being wrong. When attack, harvestmen are able to shed a leg as a defensive trick. Even after a leg becomes detached from the body, it continues to jump and flick about you. This distracts the predator while the harvestman makes an escape. They are able to shed up to 4 legs in this way. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. But they need to retain at least one of the sensory legs to survive. Harvestmen are certainly not fussy eaters. They'll eat just about anything from insects to fungi to decaying animals or bird droppings. Lovely!
That's weird.
There's bird shit outside if you want it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be encouraging this thing to move, because when it moves, then it's probably going to have to pass by me. Oh my god.
What happened?
Nothing. There are a couple of pet spiders in this office, and basically one of them lives up in that up that corner, and it kind of makes a little. It's a canopy web spider. Makes a canopy web in the corner, and basically its web has been extended to almost over my chair, which is not a good thing. I'm going to have to get rid of you when I clean out the office. Great. When is a spider not a spider? Related pages. I'm looking at the related pages. Oh, these creatures certainly look like spiders, and they are kind of arachnid. They have 8 legs, long ones, and they even move in a spider-like way, but they're not actually spiders. Ew. Well, this thing tells me that they're kind of arachnids. It doesn't say that they're actually arachnids. So, basically, Wikipedia might be wrong. I just don't know about this source. What is this source? This is UK Safari. UK Safari. Is there a about us? Home. Identify.
Back.
So they're basically saying that they're kind of arachnids. They're basically saying they're not arachnids. On the UK Safari website. However, I'm just trying to find out what if the organisation is like is a Royal Institute approved. The Royal Institute is a scientific authority in the UK. I think it's actually one of the biggest ones in the world. Like it was the first. So basically, it's I don't know.
Right. Man. Well, I was looking at a thing that was like saying there's like different categories of whatever. Can't remember what it said.
Well, the one that I look at is basically him. So, or her. Sorry. Do you want to misgender you? Oh Jesus! Oh, it's there. I was like, it's not there anymore, but it's there. It's fine.
Let's see.
It doesn't say. It's really annoying.
See, there's a strange thing. Like all the things that come up, they say huntsman spiders. So I'm just like,
they're not spiders though. Both Wikipedia and this site basically said they weren't spiders. It did say that they were arachnids on Wikipedia, but it didn't say that they were spiders.
right. Okay.
Because the daddy long-negged spiders is a form of cellar spider that's like is completely different. So they're not called daddy long-legs in the UK anyway.
Right. Okay.
I'm just gonna straight up ask Google. Oh fuck! Nothing. Just like Google is on that page with all the spider pictures. Oh, I accidentally deleted it because I was trying not to look at it. I'm trying to just go to the back button as fast as possible, but I accidentally closed the tab. So reopen, close tab. Oh, okay. It opened a different tab. What the fuck? It opened kayak. What? Did Bing just seriously search for Google? Oh, you idiots. Oh, huntsman. Arachnid. Arachnids, right. Ah, huntsman spiders. Huntsman spider. That's a different spider. That is a huge desert spider. That's not a... Oh, fuck off. Yeah, they've got just different spiders.
Yeah, that's what I figured, because, like, I searched for one thing, and then I searched for another thing, and they look like two completely different things, so...
It's just not telling me. It's just straight up not telling me. It keeps coming back to the Wikipedia page for a huntsman spider, which is a different thing. But when you look up huntsman spider, then it comes up with on Google. It comes up with.
Oh no, harvestman.
Yeah, harvestman. Damn it! Damn it!
My bad.
So, harvestman.
My bad. I completely sidetracked everything. Because I was looking for it's whatever it called it, Opilion, I guess, or Opilionness.
No, they're not. It basically is. Oh wait, no. Harvestmen have 2 eyes versus the spider's 6 or 8. Unlike spiders that have 2 body segments, which are distinct and separated, the head and thorax and abdomen of a harvestman are compact oval body that appear fused, as in mites and ticks. Next spiders have venomous fangs.
So would harvestmen be considered more in the mite and tick family then?
I'm guessing that's what it means. So I keep looking at it just to check that it's there. However, I mean that's what Google says. It doesn't say no. It just gives me what I just read out.
Yeah, right.
But you know, if I look down, if I scroll down away from the answer, it basically says it goes back to the Wikipedia page. In the order of arachnids, correctly known as harvestmen. Yeah. Wait, so Wikipedia says that they are. So they are. Backyard Nature says harvestman daddy longlegs in many backyards. The most conspicuous spider isn't a spider at all, but rather something related to the spiders, as are scorpions, ticks, mice, centipedes, and millipedes. So, okay, there's an arachnid as a millipede. I'll give it that. Okay. But like I said, throughout my entire life, basically, like whenever I asked, I mean, granted, I was a little kid, so I kind of did believe them whenever whenever an adult said it. It was just that those things are not spiders, but they are arachnids.
That's weird. I didn't know spiders. There were arachnids. Like not all arachnids are spiders, right? I guess. I don't know.
Oh god, yeah, not all arachnids. Yeah, because a scorpion is an arachnid.
Right. Okay.
I knew that scorpions and ticks and things, they were arachnids. Like I said, I just assumed those weren't, because I was told that that they had antennae instead of legs and all that stuff. But basically, it's like they aren't really antennae. They're kind of more like they're kind of more like feelers. They definitely use them as antennae. Anyway, back to our scheduled programming. Jesus.
That was good.
After all that.
Let me go get some more water real quick.
Okay, I think you're the only one watching anyway. Did you leave the like on the video? I think you've gone to get water already. There was a marker on my pen, on my paper. Oh shit. So I'm going to look up his piece of art on Discord just because it's easier. Well, it should be easier. I've got to scroll past all of the talking. All of the talking. All of the talking. I could just search for it, but I don't know what to search for, to be honest. Oh my god, it really is up there, isn't it? Did you leave the like on the video?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And somebody else did too.
No, it just says one person liked.
Mine says 2 for some reason.
But it says 2 watching, but it says 1 person left a like.
Yeah, I know, but mine says 2 likes. Here, let me refresh it. No, now it says 1 like. Okay.
I don't know where this message has gone. So there's the American version of me that I've gone past just now. It was after the Blastoise picture.
Taps. I was gonna say, you said you only played through like Generation 3 of Pokemon?
That's all I know. I don't really know anything after that.
Like the 4th and 5th generations, they had a really great storyline. So like if you ever get to like a playthrough of those are definitely good ones.
Seriously, where the fuck is this picture? Is it in the furry pictures instead? I bet it's in the furry pictures instead. Ooh. Did I save the... No, I did save the... Yeah, it's not here. It's in the furry folder. For fuck's sake. Right. Gotta look through all the porn.
Just like in other live videos, there's one called Colors for Children to Learn with Dump Truck Toy.
Ah, there it is.
Yes.
I found it. Okay. Don't think I'm going to get any bigger picture. Is that a towel around his neck? I'm not entirely sure what's happening in this picture. He's got panda ears. They're black ears.
Hmm.
So, I mean, he is a space, but he is a space bear? Wow. Whatever.
Going for, what's his name again? The,
Jerome Dynasty.
From Dynasty, that's right.
JD, as I call him. JD. That is freaking me out really now. It wasn't bugging me a minute ago when I was just playing my game, just trying to like not worry about work stuff so much. Because apparently somebody's complaining about me.
What?
Or apparently I'm being complained at by the parents of a teenager that I counsel. You know, they're complaining to the charity like head office, whatever, because the teenager found out who I was, and so did the parents, and the parents have like reviewed my YouTube channel and have actually started flagging some of my videos, and are moaning apparently at the head office about my content, and like, you know.
No sense.
Well, some people are assholes. So basically, I just played a game to calm myself down a little bit after like moaning at the thing. It's like, I'm not doing it. There's nothing sexual. What do you want?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, yeah, there's something. I mean, there's no anything wrong or anything. It's just like, I don't know.
Well, they did moan at me before for basically mentioning them. For mentioning them on like social media and stuff.
Oh.
But I've never mentioned the name of the charity or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just said that I'm a counsellor for the charity and everything for the thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I've only mentioned it like once or twice, and that's when I've been told off. So yeah. But no, now I've got like I've got a direct complaint and everything, and it's just, yeah, they're looking over the situation, and it's like next week they're gonna either slap me on the wrist or basically just I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't care. I kind of don't care. I'm so dumb.
Going in with you. My gosh.
Well, no, they're reviewing the situation. I'm not being reviewed because basically that's a different kind of thing. You get reviewed by your counselling method and technique and stuff, whereas this seems to be a review of what I've been doing outside of work. So
right.
They're reviewing, which is a situation apparently. But like I said, I'm just
It's not even. Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of over it. Yeah. Just like I like this. Apparently, one of their complaints was I put things in my butt on camera.
No, dude. No, you don't. What the freak is that?
Well, the thing is that I don't actually show the insertion of the tube, but I actually have done that. You know.
What?
But yeah, it's just so funny. It's just like, Did you explain? I was actually kind of like semi-snickering to myself when I was like in the, because it's a different Discord app kind of thing that we use to do the counselling on now instead of just doing it over Skype like we used to do. I was kind of like snickering as I was typing. You know, it's like, could you give me an exact example where I've actually on camera shown myself putting something in my butt on camera? You know, it's like crazy people.
My God.
But yeah, so that's what I've been dealing with for the past couple of hours. That's why it took a bit more than a couple of hours. It was going to be way less time than that, but it basically was like, just at first I was kind of like shocked and annoyed, and then I was just like kind of like, oh, they've got nothing to mind.
Yeah, basically. I basically have nothing. So. I mean, seriously though, like, why? Just...
Oh, I just want to moan. Somebody's got to moan about something.
Here's the thing: it's like they're going out of their way to actually say things about you that are not completely true, and try to, like, I don't know, just cause a fuss over nothing.
But one of the things that I think that they're going to do to try to look into the situation and all that stuff is basically they've got to go through all my videos. That's going to take them forever.
Oh yeah, I bet.
To find anything, you know. So yeah, I just feel sorry for whoever they put in charge of basically looking through all of the videos for whenever I do that. For whatever.
Just something like with the shirt off doing stuff. It's like, yeah, okay.
But what I find funny is that basically, like, I know that there are counselors that basically have like they have like Pornhub accounts and XTube accounts and all that stuff, and so you know, it's like I said, I don't think anything's going to come from this. But at the same time, I'm just kind of annoyed that it's actually happening to me right now, you know?
All I can do is shake my head and roll my eyes.
So, we've got the space polar bear character on my screen, and I've got like, I don't know what to put him in, like what pose to put him in or anything.
Okay.
Because on screen, he basically is on holiday or something. He's drinking out of a space coconut. I don't know. He's drinking out of a space coconut with an umbrella.
Space bear.
And he looks like he's doing like a fist bump to the screen. I don't know I don't really know what's happening. So I'm just trying to think of a situation to put him in. Or like something.
Make him like.
I could just make it porn, straight up porn.
well, I'm just kind of thinking if like you're trying to make a space bear, make him like on like a moon base or something.
But that's
like some sort of janitor or some type of tech guy. I don't know.
Well, when I asked him specifically, you know, it's like, so what is your polar bear going to be doing? All I got was, whatever. Just and he's not just a polar bear. He's kind of a space polar bear. Like literally that's all I got. So I was like, okay, then I'll work on it soon.
Space.
A space bear. So it looks like he might be at a space bar. Literally, the images in the furry channel. It's you don't have to scroll up that much. It's literally that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's cute.
No, it's cute, but it's just like it's not giving me anything about his personality, what he likes, what he dislikes, you know, whatever.
Right. It looks like he's really into disco. Or like 80s synth music. That's the image I get.
I mean, it's a really nice drawing. That's what I mean. I can't wait to see my characters in his style. It looks pretty good.
Like, have you ever heard of the Proto-Man?
Yeah, names don't work. You know this, dude. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Well, basically, they're kind of like an 80s rock band. Or that's their sound at least. I don't know how old they actually are, but like, he looks like he definitely listens to that type of like 80s rock, rock type of thing. Yeah.
Like, is that a towel around his neck? I'm kind of confused about everything. What's going on? But is that a shirt or is it like a kind of a vest thing? Oh no, it is a shirt. You can see.
I'm pretty sure it's a towel. I'll look at it.
No, I mean the red shirt he's wearing is definitely a shirt.
What the hell? What's my Discord doing that?
It's in the furry channel.
Yeah, it's definitely a towel, even though my thing won't pull it up to larger size for some reason.
I'm gonna go a bit boring. I'm just gonna have him in a chair.
Like a beach chair.
I don't know. I don't know. Just a chair for now. Just to teach him not to be super vague in the future. Just have him in the chair.
Put him at a space bar stool.
I can literally just do him in my style, just the way he is. But I kind of feel like that's cheating a little bit somehow. But at the same time, I'm just gonna do that. You know, whatever.
Have him looking like he's about to say something about, like, you know, how vague the whole proposition was.
I'm gonna have him like just sat down somewhere. I don't know. Just drinking out of a curly straw from a giant coconut or something. I don't know.
That works.
Fly.
Start, yeah.
Just meh. I've got like a reference image here, but it's a naked. It's a bear. Just so I can get the proportions and stuff. It's not an actual bear. It's just somebody's drawing of a bear, but he's basically naked. So I can do it straight up copy, and like do the teeny penis that this bear has. It's not a teeny penis, to be fair. It's the fact that this image is because the bear is so big that it makes his I'm just gonna shut up. Okay. Whatever happens, this kind of works. I'm just gonna see how this goes.
I was actually with a guy with a small penis.
That's fun. I don't have a huge one, but mine is just quite a little bit thicker than average. And
a cute penis.
What?
Like that, he had one of those penises where it would be cute if you put like a small top hat on the penis, and then you like attach the mini king to it, and it would like, I don't know.
You do weird things with penises.
But no, I'm just describing how cute the small penis was, though. I'm just saying, you know.
I'm just waiting for you to dig yourself out of this.
No, I'm done.
Well, you're not there yet. That's the problem. You got more digging to do. Try harder.
I'm predicting you. Like what? What do you want me to do?
Just try harder.
About how the penis is just like singing like Frank Sinatra. Well,
No, don't dig more in.
On a mini stage.
You're digging deeper. You're supposed to be trying to dig yourself out of this.
Am I going the wrong way?
You're going down. You're supposed to be digging yourself out of it, not digging yourself deeper, you dummy. Jesus Christ. Like, say something distracting.
That was fun.
I didn't hear most of that, so okay.
Nah, it's just a cuddle in the bathtub, so that was fun.
Oh fuck! I just realised I've got to draw the bendy straw.
You know what was kind of weird though? Like, even though he was like, well, it was basically like a stocky, shorter, big bear dude.
Are you gonna dox this person? Is that what's happening right now?
I'm not but I'm just saying, like, even though he was this short, like he was cute, like he was real, like, you know.
He's cute. His name was Richard. It was.
I've actually been with two guys named Richard, but that wasn't his name. But like, even though he was like this really cute, like stocky,
like
shorter bear,
figures
you've
been with a couple.
Big spoon.
It's figures you've been with a couple of dicks. Yeah, that makes sense.
People want to be the big spoon though, so like you can't really call it like spinning. And I saw a thing called what you call a shoulder bear or a shoulder guy who basically wants to be a big spoon. You call that jetpacking because basically you have like a shorter guy on your back.
So when it's a pocket bear, it's jetpacking.
Jetpacking, yeah. It's not spinning; it's jetpacking.
I'm just copying his glasses. Just having him in a cool pose, just like in the chair, just sipping on the super mega. I'm gonna make it really, really huge curly straw.
Yeah. Yeah.
I shouldn't do that. And it's not moved. It's going to get eaten by another spider. By an actual spider.
I'm just talking about that guy now.
Who, Dick?
The cute penis guy.
Just nickname. Did you get my joke earlier? Like figures.
Yes, I did.
It's figures you've been with two dicks. Yeah.
I've been with two dicks. Yes.
Well, good for you.
So yeah, so someone you might two dicks.
Oh, his name
No.
was Richard. He lived in Cincinnati. He basically.
Okay, John. The other John went by his middle name, which was Key. So.
Messed up. I'm going to get a nice bit of... He's kind of pudgy, but I'm going to make him a little bit pudgier because bear.
I think I've only been with one guy with an uncut penis. So, yeah.
I wonder what pulled that out.
Hopefully that will change next year in April. But yeah.
I wonder what pulled that up then, just now. It's so... That's actually really cool. The image that I've got is the random reference image. It's also got a random tuft of hair on the chest, just exactly where his tuft of hair is. Is this the same character? No. The actual hairstyle is different.
Yeah.
Why has he got Sonic hair? It's because of the Space Bear thing. Must be the Space Bear thing. Yes, Sonic hair. Oh, good. Oh, good for me. Great. Now that's stuck in my head.
Which one is that?
The Sonic Green Hill Zone music.
Oh. No, I have that in my head. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. I wonder if there's a cover of that one.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't want to know if there's a cover of that one. Why do you want to know? I mean, I want to. It's like I want to extend my torture for the next 4 hours. I bet this song has been played multiple different times somehow, different ways.
Well, I mean, I like listening to covers of game music. What can I say? In a way, it actually makes them more tolerable.
But the earworms.
Yeah.
But you can die if you have too much if you have too many of those parasites. You know that, right?
What?
It can be lethal to have too many earworms because they make you want to kill yourself.
Oh,
They make you want to die.
See, the whole thing with that though is you have to know how to switch up the earworm so that it fits your mood.
No, that's what I normally do. That's why I normally play different music. Hey, Wolfie. I'm sorry if I accidentally infected you with the Green Hill Zone Sonic thing.
It came in right when we were talking about
it. Just listening to Daddy Don't You Know it back in my head now. So that would be nice. No problem. What are you up to, Wolfie? Yes.
I haven't heard it. I need to hear it again to know how it goes.
It's like you guys want me to eventually get shut down from like a copyright claim or something. The Daddy B music, Daddy B music, you know, the I Want a Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't copyright claim.
Really?
Yeah, because I played that music and that didn't do anything. I didn't get an annoying email or anything. I didn't get randomly flooded.
I need to check. Because I now have like a playlist of sad songs. So I don't know if Apple hates or not. Probably not. I'm not sure though.
Right, so I'm going to cover up this bulge.
Cover the bulge.
I'm going to give him a generous package.
Have you seen my package? It's huge. Guy walks by, damn, that's a big package, yo.
So the guy works by with a big package, and I'm like, is that mine? Can I have it back now, please? I sent them an email basically saying, like, just an update on that. I've sent them an email saying, you know, if you haven't shipped it already, can I just have a refund? Well, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this, whatever this is. Like, this generally feels like a scam almost now.
Yeah.
Whoever did this reference image, it's like they straight up like just drew a fat guy. I'm pretty sure they did that. This isn't because of what I'm basing, you know, what I'm replacing and stuff like that on this. I would keep having to be like, no, that's more fluffier because it's a bit and stuff like that. You know? And it's like, yeah, that's a fat guy. They basically just like drew a fat guy.
Add playlist. Just to remember. There. Now I have it saved.
Apparently super nice.
Oh yeah?
Well, yeah, I've seen one of my friends has like posted on their Facebook a picture of them like a couple of years ago when they went to what was it? It was one of the big bear things. Bear camp, or is it the Texas Bear Roundup? I can't remember. One of the bear runs, and apparently, and he looks he's gotten grayer and he's gotten fatter. And it's like, he's a pudgy Santa bear. So I'm having him holding the like a big coconut. I don't know. How big should I make this coconut? I'm going to make it a giant coconut, but how big should I make it? I'm just going to make it a regular.
Make it big. Just make it big, you know, like big, like so big.
That's a great description. Right, I'm going to make it. What's wrong with me? I couldn't draw a semicircle. I'm trying to draw like a semicircle.
So that when people see it, their eyes widen. They'll be all like, wow, that's big.
I'm just making him look like super cool because his glasses are down. So basically he's just sitting there drinking his giant beverage. So I'm gonna bring the fist bump back up as well. On the picture, I think, yeah. Because why not?
Yeah. You.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see what I've done. If the brightness is killing the image or not, but.
Yeah, kinda.
But yeah, just the super cute, and I've got where I'm going to put the straw. So I know what I'm doing. I haven't done his hair yet. I'm going to fill in the hair later. It's like his ears are radically different to how I would do bare ears. Because his style is just super cartoony, which is like really good.
Can't wait until Vegas.
I'm like, no one can wait until Vegas.
Well, cause like I'm looking at all these comments on your picture. I'm just like, just wait until they see me take a picture with them, and then everybody will be jealous, and I can say, yeah, I was there. Yep, that's me.
Everybody will be jealous. Okay. I don't think everybody would be that jealous, but okay.
Shh, okay.
Still need to get disappointed.
No, I'm still kind of. How can I be disappointed about, like, being there? So, yeah.
How many paws? How many fingers do bears have? It's the same amount as us, don't they?
Yeah, it's just that their thumb is a little weird because it's like lower on the paw, right?
I'm just gonna go with his one. Yes. Yep, he has 4 fingers. So he's not cartoon. Oh. He broke a cartoon convention.
Why? Because most cartoons only have 3 fingers.
Most cartoons only have 3 fingers.
And 1 thumb. Yeah.
Because it makes the hand look big and detailed and a little bit crowded. According to Disney, anyway. According to this book I read about like the classic Disney cartoons.
I have to look that up because I have a giant book that's called "Treasures of Disney Animation Art," so it might have something in there about it.
That actually sounds really familiar.
Yeah, about it. While I was over in San Francisco, I saw it in a bookshop. I was like, I need that one. And it was like, I can't remember how much it was, but it was pretty expensive because it's a pretty big book. Like, it won't, I don't think it'll even fit on a bookshelf by how long it is. So.
Alright, I don't have to worry about the shoulder details so much because that's where the towel's going.
And normal. Listen, they have a pitcher of water near me at all times.
Well, that's going to be okay with Vegas because they always like come around with water. So, has he got like a mane? Is that what's happening with this towel around his neck? He's got a tail around his neck, but he's got like floofy bits.
That's what it looks like.
So he's kind of got like a mane as well as a and as well as like a Sonic hair.
Yeah.
God damn it! Why does he make it so complicated?
Oh my gosh. Well,
Wonder where Wolfie went. It says that he's still online.
damn it.
What happened?
I closed Discord accidentally.
Oh no! Then you won't be able to talk to me. Wait a minute.
What are you saying? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why is Discord being finicky? It was like that earlier today too, where like it wouldn't load properly, and I was just like, "Why? Why are you doing this?"
Oh no, there was a server thing.
Okay.
There was like a surge or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm actually going to put more detail into this bit of fluff on his chest, and then I'm going to work on whatever this is around his neck and stuff. Because that screws with a bit of detailing that I've just drawn.
Cool. Oh my gosh. So the other server I'm on is like I think I told you this before, but it's basically like a server for like fan bases and whatever. And it kind of bugs me because like most of the people on that server, I'm pretty sure, are just like way younger than I am. I'm just like, I feel so out of place here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, like, I can't really tell you how to feel, you know, to say that it's like, just don't look at it that way. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
that doesn't help, you know, but that doesn't help
still,
because you know that,
yeah.
like you just said. So it's like, it's whatever, man. You know, it's like,
Well, I mean, like, I know it's like it shouldn't even be a thing, but still, just like I know, like I'm basically kind of like I have more life experience than basically any other person in that channel, and I'm just like, feel like I'm talking to children, which I actually kind of am. So yeah, I don't know.
it's no big deal. I mean, I talk to kids all the time, but in a weird, creepy way. Oh no, his hair looks stupid. Just in my style, his hair looks stupid.
You know what I might do? I might just start up another episode of whatever.
You know what I might do?
You know what?
I might totally just start up another episode of Star Trek.
You can just, yeah. And just, yeah. Okay? So, yeah.
You can't fucking stop me.
You know what? I don't appreciate the tone of voice that
you're doing. The tone of voice that I'm mimicking.
Exactly.
I don't appreciate the tone of voice. It's like totally uncalled for.
Like totally uncool, guys.
It's like totes insulting to me. Don't be a bitch.
Sound like a gay, so you can just stop.
Don't be a bitch. So I got the I want to borrow the top, you know. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch.
Be a bitch.
There's like I can't remember if it's actually Kelly or if it's somebody else that does this, but like there's like somebody who just goes completely incomprehensible when you're when they're doing that voice. And she was like totally like and she actually says words and it's like I don't understand anything you just said. It's like that's for real.
I get paid tomorrow, yay!
Woo! I don't get paid tomorrow.
Let's start episode 7. The Andorian incident.
Oh, I love the Andorians. You all too. They're so great.
Yeah.
They're all Vegetas, all of them.
Jesus.
They're all They're all like Vegeta. It's so funny. And they fucking hate Vulcans, and it's just great because Vulcans are, you know, Vulcans are just. So,
Yeah.
sounds like you're getting a bit upset. Like, that's physically impossible for me to sound that way. You know? I'm not crazy. You're crazy. It's like, whatever you say. You know. You keep.
Where's my headphone? Where's my headphone? Where's my headphones?
I was going to say, are you just saying, where's my headphones over and over and over again? That's all I could hear.
Where's the wear my headphones so I can hear you while still listening to the show?
Oh, okay. I was. Does that mean I won't be able to hear the show?
Yeah, you'll be able to hear the show.
Sweet. Like, did Andorians just break through the temple?
It's going through the like it went through like the monk temple thing, and now it's the intro.
Pajem. I think it's the Pajem temple. I might be wrong. Any star. I got faith. Into the fire.
No, like first time I saw the intro, I totally hated it. Now it's just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
They play it at every convention. It's so funny.
Gosh.
So funny.
I think that's like what you were saying before. I think that's why I kind of didn't like it before, because like it just totally didn't. That's the theme of the show. So,
Well, like I said, this was like a controversy.
Yeah.
To do with that. What's going on?
And
oh, okay. I was going to say I don't remember this from the episode at all. Like Peter Pan bullshit, you can fuck right off of the Star Trek stuff.
actually, it was a Walt Disney ad, so
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Explorers, are we? That's the general idea. Where's the exploration of the places people have already been? Well, for one thing, we've never been to these places. For another, remember that program star we ran across last week? Yeah. I'm not seeing it here.
We discovered something. We're so great.
Star charts and all that accurate. Well, that's true. Good luck getting them to admit it. Go ahead.
You wanted to see me?
As a matter of fact, Mr. Tucker and I were looking at these star charts. There's a planet a few light years off our current head.
Familiar.
Well, the data indicates there's a remote outpost right here on the northern hemisphere.
Vision.
I'm going for this on the show.
It was well, according to Discord, he's online. He's just doing something.
Provoking virgin evolution.
This sounds interesting.
It's really not.
John's a place of quiet contemplation. I'm not certain we'd be wrong.
It's because both of us think we smell bad.
We do smell bad.
Hey, we get a chance
And they
to see
get
an
it.
ancient strengthened monastery. I'd say a stopover is too good to pass up. Unless you disagree.
I'll research the perfect place.
Good. Out to the hell.
In other words, I fucking do disagree, but I can't say it because that would be emotional.
Understood.
What was the?
Cheers, man.
Yeah, okay. What was the Zap Brannigan thing?
It is a broken
What?
You'll be able to introduce some of your other people to your new crew.
Zap Brannigan. It's like, look at her sensual curves, her large nacelles. I'm gonna fly her brains out. I hope he likes this. I think I'm nearly done with the pre-sketching.
Oh,
I think that I feel awkward myself. Shit, somehow out of place. But what is that Vulcan motto? Infinite diversity.
in infinite combinations.
What is diversity? Celebration of differences.
It's the edict. The Vulcan edict.
Remind me of our mission of this vessel. Please indulge.
I used to fucking hate the Doctor because he's just so annoying and obnoxious.
yeah.
In other words, to seek infinite diversity.
It's okay. It gets okay. But in the beginning, he is really irritating. With a little giggle that he does after every fucking sentence, it's just like, shut up!
Yeah.
Choke on your fucking food.
Well, I think it told you like a message that like just like how much he smells, like it just kind of freaks me out.
He's part of a race of people that has like 7 wives.
It won't be a problem as long as we observe the proper protocols.
That
When
many-
you arrive, we'll be greeted by a Vulcan elder. You should not speak to him or any member of the order unless spoken to first. If they appear to be meditative, do not approach them. or attempt to make conversation. Also, maintain.
Oh shit, are they going to go into like a high political anything? No.
They're going to a Pajem monastery. The monastery is there to purge all existing emotions, or teach people how to suppress them, or basically teach them to how to control their emotions so they don't look like that. Yeah, she's basically just going over protocol, so I don't mind over like talking her. But essentially, they're just going to a monastery.
Oh, okay.
But at the beginning of the episode, we saw this monastery be attacked by Andorians, so
Oh, okay.
that was the setup.
Place to purge emotions. It's like somebody there to purge pretty bad, but that's stolen.
The temple is almost 3,000 years old, Commander. Can't expect it to be in pristine condition.
Yes, you can.
Uh-oh, nobody home. Is that a bad sign?
Watch the episode. Give it a minute.
Oh wait, there's somebody.
I already know what happens, so. So I've got to draw the curly straw. Ugh.
Since we have arrived at the temple, the order must remain in silent reflection of the afterwards.
Oh. What's that?
What is he with this?
Well, I guess they're leaving them.
Your service.
Hi.
Before we leave, may I request the offering of the Shakar stone for my distinguished guests?
No.
You have the sun's dust. You must leave.
I got to do a really curly straw design, but I don't know what to do.
This is the main atrium. It should be more than one. And the icon in that shrine is pushed.
Ugly person. Beware, Buster.
Uh-oh.
That's not
Uh-oh.
the book in the elder seems agitated.
You call it agitated? You know, I think the oldest monastery I ever visited was in Kundari, Tibet. But it wasn't nearly as big as this place.
I've heard it can take days to explore this site.
It'll take at least that long to clean the place up. Forgive the disarray. Kolinar encourages members of our order to face their vestigial emotions. The repercussions can sometimes be violent. Please. This is the stone of Chukar, which represents the foundation of all we believe, a life of order and control through logic. Ishte Akula, Vestal Ma'ita, Chukar.
Huh.
What's all that mean, anyway? It is a traditional litany passed down for generations. To mean I get good luck or something? I get to go to Blarney Stone, Captain, when you pat the Buddha's belly. I guess you're right. Too bad we didn't bring a camera, huh, Commander? Please, you must leave now. You ever been to San Francisco Zoo? There's something you should see.
Yep. I hope Wolfie's okay. I'm actually getting worried about him.
Oh, Wolfie?
Hmm.
Somehow I didn't think so.
Wolfie? Wolfie, you there?
He just like texted that says no. I'm sure he's fine. I've been trying to figure out a way to do this just like curly pattern on the straw. It's really annoying.
Wolfie, for taking the ground, tap the lever.
Hey, okay. Your antennas in place.
I can't wait until you meet Shran. I think it's Shran. It's like played by that same actor that plays everything in fucking Star Trek.
I will tell us what you.
It's an Earth vessel. I didn't know. What does that mean? Earth. What is that?
It's where we're from. Their homeworld. Why did you come? Answer me, Pigskin!
Jeez.
This planet was along our course. We only came to this century. Liar. What's your mission? Are you a supply ship bringing in more surveillance? Remember,
You brought her.
she's my science officer, so you admit you're working with the puppets. I'll admit I am a local science officer, and that I came here out of curiosity. Now, if you don't mind my asking, what are you doing here? Hey!
Punching in the face.
He's telling the truth. We came
Hey,
here to
Wolfie.
visit, that's all. We scanned your ship in orbit. You're very well armed for people who came for a visit. You and the Pigskins have proven what we already. This is far more than a sexual meeting.
Scott's dick. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, he's great. I actually like him. I like Shran.
I'll enjoy having you as a prisoner.
I actually like the Endorians a lot.
They all look like they have scalps.
So these guys are agitated. Yeah.
They're just in a bad mood, like all the time, basically.
They can be. Hey, Wolfie's back.
Suspicious and volatile nature.
Andorians?
Yes.
Our two species of the neighboring systems. We've been in conflict for many years.
They resent our
Yeah,
superior reason and our technology. They even believe that we intend to mount an invasion on them.
In order to alleviate tensions, we negotiated a treaty, but some Andorian factions still believe we're bent on conquest.
What do they want with a 3,000-year-old temple?
They believe we are hiding a long-range sensor array. This is a place of introspection, Captain. There are no spies here and no technology.
So what are you going to do? Just sit here and ransack the place? Typically, they make a great display of their indignance. When they find nothing, they leave.
The Andorians were here twice before, and both times left within a
I
day.
just had to freak out. I felt like a bug was on my head.
Amplified.
Oh, don't say that because now I'll be worried that there is a bug on me.
Danger us all.
Although it's not moved. Well, it has moved, but it hasn't moved much.
No good deed goes
Oh, Wolfie's back.
Yeah, I said that twice.
We stand to proceed to that spot. In any event, there it is. There it is. The vessel not welcome. It's less than 1 kilometer from our shuttle pod.
Oh, a room on our landing platform. Or they're just some other visitors.
Right, I've done the sketching.
Why haven't we heard from the landing park?
Oh,
I can't expect them to check it.
There should be some procedure as well.
You sure you're not overreacting? They're probably just taking a tour, observing some kind of meditation.
Yeah. Where's the sensor array? From what I'm told, there isn't one. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add like the bubbles and the stars because why not?
humans obviously have emotion. I find it curious that you select a Vulcan as your science officer. Believe me, she wasn't my first choice. Why a Vulcan? Why a Vulcan?
Jesus, calm down.
She was assigned to us by the Vulcan High Command. We take orders from the High Command.
What are you up to, Wolfie?
For the last time, we just came to see the temple.
It's pretty, isn't it?
That's my ship. Enterprise. They're trying to contact you.
Had a late dinner. Yeah.
Watch out. He's a prisoner of the Andorian Imperial Guard. We know you're in collaboration with Vulcans. Let me talk to the captain. Your ship is under constant surveillance. Arm your weapons or make any attempt to approach the surface, and I'll kill your hostages. Wait!
My gosh.
Back full. Let's talk up.
No response.
Avalanche wake up shot the on standby. You heard what he said. If we try to send more people, I gotta take orders from Congress sensor. Unless that voice belongs to the captain. Take a look at the Vulcan database. See if there's anything on these Andorians.
Aye, sir.
We've searched all the chambers in the Eastern Tower.
Have you checked the living room?
Not yet.
Wolfie, we'll listen to episode 7 of season 1.
One or two of those months. They'll start telling us the truth.
Of Enterprise.
Is that something you would live with? Captain. I've already told you the truth.
It's the one with the Andorians and the Vulcans. I know, right? Super vague.
No,
I've added the stars and the circles, so I know what I'm doing next time.
we get used to it.
I do like the color scheme of the Andorians.
You wasn't to get in this place?
It was yours, you maroon.
They're gonna start killing you people if they don't find what they're looking for. There is nothing to find. I don't think they're buying that. Not this time. Looks like they're four of them. I saw some kind of scanning console. They got a lot of searching rooms. I think they can find whatever it is they're looking for with those antennas of theirs. Answer to hail from Enterprise.
They're incredibly xenophobic. Have you noticed that? They have antennas. That must mean they must detect stuff with antennas. But how do you know? You're not a biologist. You're a fucking engineer. You don't know how antennas work. Unless on a TV.
more likely.
Oh, by the way, Connor Trinier is Trip. He's the one that is pissed at me for some reason.
Warning or no warning.
In real life.
Don't him. Heavily armed electric card.
It's just a matter of time.
Wasn't
So if anyone has the lawyers.
There is an option. The transmitter is very old.
Oh, and the Nubulan doctor
Many years. It may not
is
even be working.
really nice in real life. I've actually met him too.
Where is this
no.
transmitter?
Like him and his wife do like a stand-up show. It's actually quite good.
Huh. That's cool.
Listen to me, Captain. There are hidden passages beneath us, where we keep our most sacred relics. 100 dead. The Andorians discover them. They will damage our culture in ways you can begin to understand.
No, I get it. You know,
For people with that
damage
emotion,
relics.
have a flair for the dramatic.
Bad. Got it. Wolfie, what do you think of the Andorians in Enterprise? I don't remember there being a hula scene in that episode.
Well, that's on as and I'm gonna go to the rest of
You okay? Get out. He just.
And all I don't float somewhere for a city.
Yeah. So to catch everybody up on what's been happening, I basically have been watching, well, listening to the episode of Star Trek. I just muted Howard just for a sec while the adverts are on, because I think he said he was going to get some water. But if you're still there, Howard, I do apologize. But I'm just going to explain quickly. As soon as I find the stupid file. There we go. Yeah, we're listening to episode 7 of season 1 of Enterprise, and all to do with the temple at Pajem. The Andorian incident, I think it's called. So, yeah. Now I've finished doing my sketching, I'm just going to listen on with it and talk to you guys. So, yeah, that's it. Is it back? I don't know if it's back.
do what? Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, sorry. So without getting onto spoilers of that episode, basically, like, just been asking Wolfie what he thinks of the Andorians, and he says not bad. It's kind of nice. They spent more time fleshing them out for folks who aren't too familiar with them. It is in Enterprise they do that. In the original series, you see them once or twice, but I do like that they made them and the Vulcans kind of like
More prominent.
the rival species.
Oh.
They're like us and the Klingons, you know, but this is before us and the Klingons, you know.
Hi, Tubbs. I'm a big fan of your work.
Oh, what?
I know, that just came out of nowhere. Hey, Derek.
Derek.
What?
Howdy.
Hello. I'm just saying that I'm a big fan of your work, and I can't really stay. So.
Well,
Bye-bye.
appreciate you being here, dude. Latest.
Nice to chat.
I wish I could work with you. Bye.
Oh,
That was nice.
cute. That was cute.
There was one mistake.
No, I appreciate it. It's kind of okay.
It was cute.
You take.
I hope he sticks around in the Discord server.
Yeah, hopefully. No, it's funny. He just like came in to say that, then he just dug out.
So hey, say this.
I think he was just being shy or something.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just cute.
But the time the Endurance detected the trench would be on the ready.
The firefight in close quarter was a dozen minutes.
If you've got any better ideas.
I want to just let them just like do the whole thing, just do the search and then fuck off.
It's been 24 hours. The cold was preferable to the over.
Come on.
The thing is that basically, like, everything she says, even though she's like kind of bitchy about it and everything, it's like she has points. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
An armed assault would put all of our lives at risk, not to mention the destruction of the sanctuary.
I say your life's quitting.
Do you think she's like generally kind of irritated at how much
Any casualties?
more like idiotic everybody just seems to be around her?
Seems like you're letting them walk all over you. Down in here, they smash your mouths, they beat people. Then you just sit back and wait for them to walk away.
You don't believe in responding to violence with violence.
I admire your ethics.
See, it makes sense.
Right now, a little violence
Yeah.
might help.
Why? Like the Vulcan said, it's the people being there is the problem. If the people weren't there, then they wouldn't have this situation.
You're so damned enlightened. Problem?
Oh gosh.
The people are causing the annoyance here.
Yeah.
I'd like to find a peaceful solution too. But I don't think that's going to happen. However we have to deal with this, I need to know I can count on you.
The Vulcans get like a lot more fleshing out in season 4.
I just want to stay.
Hmm.
I have not disobeyed your orders.
That's actually true. She hasn't.
Mm.
Sir, we're in a hole with that thing. What is it?
Transmission from the surface. It's modulated EM signal thing.
Put it through.
Enterprise. Commander Tucker. Repeat. Enterprise. Commander Tucker.
This is Enterprise. We can barely reach you, Commander.
What's your status?
Yes, you heard. We kind of walked into a hostage situation. Whole place has been taken over by Andorians.
Andorians, yeah.
I've been reading about them in the database. Militaristic. That's
Well, what do they want?
They seem to think this place is some kind of a spy station.
They're looking for a sensor array. The captain says to sit tight.
We didn't want to provoke any more than we already have. The officer said to tell you, we're working on a way out of here. But you certainly can't negotiate. The captain came back from his last negotiation with a face full of bruises.
We'll be in touch.
Understood.
I think that the Endorian ships are actually really good too, if you ever get to see them.
Many of these tunnels lead to the outside.
No.
Helpful tunnels.
No one's entered in years. To do so would be blasphemy. I saw an old stairwell down there, maybe a meter wide. It was right about here.
That would almost be directly beneath the atrium.
There were 3 dim lights coming from the top, but something like this.
How many times do we have to search the same rooms? We've looked everywhere. We've run 1,000 scans.
I'll cut this. are very deceptive. See,
Or nothing's there. Jesus Christ.
if we back down,
They do have a very Prince Vegeta quality.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they're all like Vegeta.
remember that.
I like the articulation in their antennas as well. It's quite cool. In the original series, they did have antennas as well, but they were below the hair. They were behind the hairline. So this redesign of the Andorians is actually really nice. I do like it. And the antennas didn't move at all. So
What is it? Well, for one thing, I need some fresh air. You ever been stuck in a room full of Vulcan? Well, nation. Their robes haven't been washed since the time of syrup. Have you heard of him? Vulcan philosopher. He's the one who got everybody to start purging their emotions. I don't know about you, but I've learned really a lot since I got here. What did you come to tell us? Well, that depends. What do you want to know? Oh. All right. Information. Did you know that over 70% of the organisms in my whole world are bacteria? What? Here's something I think you'll find interesting. There's a man in Canton, Ohio, who once rolled a ball of string over 6 meters in diameter.
has he picked up the little idol thing yet?
That was a famous astronomer on Earth.
Yeah.
Chico O'Brien. He lost his nose in a duel over math equations. Must enjoy it. Please, I can't stand another minute.
I do love his reasoning. You can't stand another minute with the Vulcans. They're so boring.
Yeah. I was laughing at the one guy's expression phrase. You must enjoy pain. Hurry, get to home.
There's a brilliant line later where basically like the Enterprise, not really spoiling anything, where a bunch of Vulcan ships and a bunch of Andorian ships are like about to fight, and the Enterprise gets in the middle of them, and and the Vulcans like open a hailing frequency to Enterprise, but also the Andorians do it at the same time, so they're kind of like split screen.
No, you don't have to tell me. Just try and stay out of the way and everything's fine.
I'll tell you in a second.
Phase crystals are studs. Instructions, right?
I don't want you to miss anything.
It's a consolace and it won't bite.
It just kills you and then basically recreates a clone of you on the surface. It's fine.
I heard the same stuff. Get up here. Good one that said.
I see.
Then energize. We change our mind. What is it? Energy. We detected an energy surge. Came from this chamber.
Perhaps you have faulty equipment.
Or perhaps you have equipment we could go about. Watch them.
If they all just started looking around at each other, it's just like,
Hmm.
This is it.
Most Vulcans smell of dust. But you're different.
Something sure smell.
Did you say something, Pigskin?
So I'm just being quiet because plot's happening.
Where are they? Where? Try to
I've heard about your mating ritual.
Oh gosh.
That Vulcan women force the men to fight each other to the death.
That actually can happen.
Would you like me to kill someone, please?
Oh gosh. He's hitting on a Vulcan right now, isn't he?
I think that's what's happening, yeah. It's weird for a race that despises another race, but it happens.
Fight them. We're very close.
Maybe you'll like it. Go ahead, I'm over here. This way.
It's a great stream. I'm just sitting here, just like listening to this.
Sir, got away. I went down to the catacombs. I hope you please, Captain, you took the place of solitude into Crystal. Where the face was here, sir.
They do have a point.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going with you. Violence is no longer up. We must protect what is ours.
They're down this passage, 30 meters.
It leads to the reliquary. Only members of the High Order are to go inside. We'll do a rest of the minute heavy. What would you suggest we do? I'll disarm them myself. Did you ever use one of them? I didn't think so. The Andorians have seen their sacred relics. Got humans won't make much of a difference.
It's true.
Oh no. I don't know what to do. No. But they can't go there. But... Now they're just kind of shooting this.
Yeah, no, I'm listening. Again, I don't want to get in the way of any plot, so I'm just shutting up.
Hold your fire! You might want to take a look at...
What is it? The sound's cut out here.
I'm not sure. I like shot a cloth. Oh, what?
I don't believe this.
What is it? I don't know what. Oh, it's like.
Is it a listening post?
Take all the pictures you can. Place your weapons. I will kill him if necessary.
Oh, so it wasn't just a monster.
No, it was an actual listening post.
Yeah. Okay.
The freaking Adorians were alright all along.
Yeah.
Disrespect. Would it feel good? All this time, they've been calling these monks liars, and all this time, they've built enough equipment down there to see what any Andorian is having for breakfast. Give it to him. So give it to him.
Holy shit.
You got what you can. Get out. How do we know you won't attack our vessel? The Vulcans violated your treaty. Your people ought to know. You have a problem with that?
We communicate.
It's about to enter.
Go ahead.
The Andorian ship will be leaving the surface momentarily. They're free to go.
Acknowledged.
Wow.
It's really interesting because T'Pol is basically, she's with the
You're dead.
she's with Enterprise, but she's also a
Yeah.
Vulcan. So basically,
But
she's
she's also Vulcan,
yeah. So that's really it's kind of really clever, kind of like incident they did to her.
yeah. It's interesting from like a political point of view.
Well, it's really fascinating because, like I said, you don't really we get more and more into the Vulcan politics and how they work and everything as the series goes by, and that's awesome because basically you never see any of that stuff in the original series or in the Next Generation or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like so this is just like one step of it, and it gets even better because these Vulcans truly aren't really the Vulcans that we know from all of the rest of Star Trek. So this being the prequel series and the last series that we ever saw before Star Trek Discovery, whatever it's called.
Right.
It was like it was kind of like, it's really weird, you know, because once the Federation of Planets happens, you know, just before Star Trek the original series happens, the United Federation of Planets is formed, and the Vulcans basically get assimilated into the United Federation of Planets. So we don't really know much about them. We just know that they basically have a planet called Vulcan, and that's it. That's where they come from. So to get into all their politics and all of their stuff is kind of fascinating in Enterprise. It's really weird actually because like when Enterprise first came out, like everybody was very divisive about it. You know, they basically didn't know whether to like it or hate it because it's so different from all the other Star Treks. Because this is the beginning of Starfleet and all that, so it's like it's weird having just one ship out there, you know.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because in the original series, it's basically like it is all about one ship mainly. You don't really see any other ships besides like a cargo ship every now and again, and like you hear about other ships, but you don't actually see them. But the United Federation of Planets has been around for a long time. Starfleet's been around for a long time, and basically it's all very campy because it's filmed in the 60s, and so yeah. And then the Next Generation happens, and basically we see a lot of other ships, and we also see how the Federation really works at its peak. And it's just weird just seeing one ship, no Federation, no Starfleet really, because that is Starfleet, that ship. I mean, the stuff that happens in our system that is considered Starfleet, you know, like there's like and there's cargo ships and there's like stuff like that, but it's not really Starfleet yet, so it's kind of weird to see all this happening. I think Wolfie's gone to bed.
Yeah.
But no, did you like the episode?
Yes, it was very interesting.
We will be seeing more of the Endorians, which is great because I fucking love those guys. Oh,
He's still here.
then my stupid view count is just YouTube. It's fucking broken. But he's just listening. Yeah, the Endurians, we do see a lot more of them, and like I said, I'm not really spoiling anything here. There's this really awesome line that happens when basically there's a Vulcan fleet and there's an Endurian fleet, and the Enterprise is kind of in the middle of them, and kind of like they do the view screen thing where they're talking to somebody on the Vulcan side and somebody on the Endorian side in kind of like a split screen thing. And it's so good, just them bickering with each other. It's just so funny because like the Vulcans like you know, you might want to move your ship. It would be regrettable if you got damaged in the crossfire. And the Andorians like, yes, we wouldn't want your ship to be damaged by any Vulcan debris. It's like, oh my god, it's just so good. Just the bickering, it's just awesome. I love that. And you haven't even met the Tellarites yet, the little piggy people. I really like the Tellarites, but again, I don't think you see them until season 3 or 4. I'm not entirely sure. Well, actually, no, season 3, I don't think you see them at all. I think it's not until it's either late season 2 or early season 4 that we really see any Tellarite action, because I really like the Tellarites. YouTube's view count gets weird if you tab away from the window, which I often do because I have a dual monitor setup. Oh, cool. I kind of do but it's kind of 2 computers, so it's not really a dual monitor thing. I have 2 monitors. But yeah. Did you hear that guy that came on to say that he likes my videos and then he disappeared? I should have said to him, I'm streaming now. I don't think he got that.
That he would have enjoyed, like, coming out to you to watching.
It was nice anyway, but you know. Best dialogue since you would defeat the Cybermen with Dalek. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but they were kind of like, that was very school childish, but this is very like you know, ancient Spartan kind of, you know, bickering, because there's this whole thing that like you know, the Spartans were taught poetry and like a lot a lot of the Romans and the Spartans were basically taught like not just warfare but poetry and stuff. It's only they were only taught this stuff so they would have something good to say back at like enemy armies and stuff like that, to intimidate them with words and things. And it's very much like that. It's very much like, you know, the famous Spartan one of you know, like an enemy combatant basically saying, well, we have like so many people, you can't possibly win. You know, our archers will fire arrows into the air and it will block out the sun. And the you know, all the Spartan says is, then we shall fight in the shade. You know, it's like they just want to intimidate them with their words. Whereas the Cybermen and the Daleks were very much just kids. I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't as good and like nice as the Endorians and the they're just funny. Plus, I love Shran. I love Shran so much. He's one of my favorite characters. But then again, that particular actor, you'll find him throughout Star Trek. He plays so many different roles.
Oh, okay.
That particular actor is really good. He's he's also very good. Is it Wei Yun? I think he's playing in you won't know this, Howard, but I bet Wolfie does. Wei Yun is one of the Water on Deep Space Nine. And he's hysterical. But yeah, I like Shran. Shran's brilliant in this as well. But yeah, see, this is why I like the Endorians. This is one of the reasons why I like the Endorians, because in that episode, bloody way. Oh, but he was good. He was funny. He was funny. Sorry, I don't know why I said it that way. He was funny. He was some of his dialogue was hysterical. It's the whole thing of like you know, like one of the Cardassians is talking to you again. Won't mean anything to Howard, but one of the Cardassians is talking to somebody and says, huh, they actually think the wormhole prophets are gods, and you know, it's like your belief in the founders, thinking the founders are gods, and Wayne's like, well, that's different. He's like, how so? The founders are gods. But he can't argue with him because they're part of the superior race in this particular moment. So it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, and when he's trying to piss off, when he really is trying to piss off that guy, the leaders of the Cardassians. After, again, it's not really spoilers. It's just so funny. He's talking to the Breen and he's just laughing, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, there you are!" And it's just that the camera literally just panned back. So he's been standing there the whole time. It's just great. It's just great. Dakar, that's his name. Oh, Dakar, there you are. Dakar with the canal. Wait a minute, I think I could actually find it on YouTube. But I'm sorry. Again, I'm really sorry, Howard, but this won't mean anything to you, but it's just so funny to me. I really am sorry. Actually, I'm going to screen share it because it is that funny. I've got to find what the thing's called, actually. I've got to find what. Ooh, what happened? Was that my end or?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how to spell Wei Yun. Oh, you spelled it for me. Thank you so much, Pan. It's a Panafox. It's Wolfie. Wolfie. Wayun. Dakar. Is it Dakar? Oh God. What did they open up on YouTube? Is it Dakar? I can't remember his bloody name. Wayun.
It's funny you're wearing a Harley Davidson shirt. Just looking at that, I was thinking about it. Because, like, a mom's boyfriend, or like one of my mom's exes, it was. I think I told you this before. I was like, I had a crush on one of my mom's exes, and so it's basically back when I wasn't out yet. And so, like, yeah, and he was just like really into like Harley Davidson stuff. And so, yeah, he was a biker. So he was like kind of a bearish guy.
It wasn't no, it wasn't Ducat. It was the guy that was after Ducat. You know, the Ducat's subordinate. I've got the clip now. I'm trying to screen share. So I was just explaining to Wolfie. I was listening. Ducat. He's like one of the major villains in Deep Space Nine. Right, screen shared. Okay. This is great. So you might want to switch to YouTube.
Piece of that Ducat bar.
But no, this is in Deep Space Nine.
Okay, I'll just turn this.
Oh, okay, I need to turn up. Just briefly.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, Lamar. There you are.
Such a jerk. such a jerk to that guy. I don't know why it's in super low quality. Is that the highest quality that it will go to? Yeah, that's the highest quality it will go to. You just.
Oh, Lamar. There you are.
It's like you've been right there all the whole time. It's a fucking jerk to that guy. Damar.
What?
I just love that. It's just he's just being a jerk to Damar. Damar. Damar? Yeah, it's Damar. Wayun and Damar tribute. There you go on then.
Pretender? You don't belong on that throne and you know it. Now, the pretender finds himself in league with a dark knight that he can't control.
Really dark.
It's not a bad story. Epic, really.
Oh, this is moody.
I appreciate the faith you've shown in me. Then show some faith in me. Pains me to say this, but you Cardassians have proved to be quite a disappointment. I remind you that you said that. I'd like to toss that smug little forge out the nearest airlock. And just founder with me. I believe you owe me an apology. I believe you're right. I never realized you had such a vivid.
It's super dark. It's not just dark. It's quiet.
The weapon platforms will be operational. Time to greet them. It's a very comforting thought, if it's accurate. I'll make sure this is. Are you sure I can't interest you in a glass of Canard? I'm afraid our problems washed away quite that easily. Tomorrow, you and I have things to discuss. Things that your guest doesn't. Why is that? Because if she does, I'll be forcing her executed. This is ridiculous. Sneaking into a storage bay for a secret meeting. I'm some agent of the Obsidian Order. I'm the leader of the Cardassian Empire. Don't let it go to your head. You serve only at the Dominion's pleasure. Since you think it's exciting. I suppose it could work.
This isn't really funny, but whatever.
This one's for Odo's death. Who's going to tell me? If you have something to say, I'll say it. Do you have any idea the casualties Cardassia has taken? There's not one family that hasn't lost someone in this war. This way you know you're here. I see he still has you under his thumb. Are you questioning my orders? That would be foolish. Those days might be gone. But the man I served with isn't. He's still with you. Reach in, grab hold of him, Damar. You promised reinforcements. I promised them time. I said the situation dealt with us by leaving them to be slaughtered by the Klingons. Would you have anything better to do than to stay here and gain your confidence? I was worried that I'd lost it. This morning, detachments of the Cardassian 1st, 3rd, and 9th Orbiters attacked Dominion outposts on Rondak 3. That's why he picked that target. The Dominion has succeeded in locating the Mars.
This is like major spoilers, so.
That where you left. Should fortunate check when I had the chance. Tell me, where's my old friend Tamar? Tamar's dead. I like it so much better when we agree. Don't you?
They have a rivalry, but it is actually kind of funny. So I was hoping that's what this would be, but it turns out to be annoyingly sentimental. It's great. It's totally not the thing that I was looking for, but whatever. Oh look, it's that annoying video that I actually hate, and that video that I love, and another one I like.
It's totally not the thing I was looking for. So.
Jesus.
Okay, there we go.
Pink.
I don't know when they did.
That was like way darker than I was expecting it to be. I was hoping for the funnies. Oh, it comes up for Wayun Damar funny even. Ugh. Oh my god, this one's good. Again.
I don't know why you insist on playing this ridiculous game.
I like games.
Ah, Captain! Can I help you?
I thought we should talk. I realize I haven't been much of a host. Here, have some Kanar.
Ah, no, thank you. I'm not particularly thirsty right now.
I insist.
I said no, thank you. I never touch Kanar on an empty stomach, Captain. It's bad for the digestion.
In this case, that's something of an understatement. Because in that bottle is enough Viraxa poison to kill at least a dozen Cardassians. It was delivered to Dekenic Gomor less than 20 minutes ago.
Fascinating.
What's wrong, Dukat? Are you afraid Gomor is going to say something that might undermine your new cozy position?
Tread with care, Captain. You're coming dangerously close to accusing the head of the Cardassian government of attempted murder. Is that what I'm doing?
I love this.
Oh, how delightful. Mysterious plots, subtle innuendo, veiled threats. It's also entertaining.
What?
Oh my, that is quite toxic, isn't it?
Are you insane?
Water are immune to most forms of poison. It comes in handy when you're a diplomat.
Especially working with the Cardassian. You can keep the canard, Cut.
So I can only withstand a bit of Avery books at one time. I can barely get through Deep Space Nine. His acting is just it's acting. It is lots of acting, so much acting. Where am I? There I am. Oh fuck. Big. Big. It's a lot of acting.
What's it about?
I love that though. Are you insane? But no, I just like I do like I do like Wei Yun. I do look a bit of Wei Yun. It's quite funny.
You just drank it right up.
Yeah, no. Oh, that is quite toxic, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's drinking and he just acts like it was nothing. It was just like, oh yeah, that's quite toxic. Yeah, it's just he's just like,
That's great.
oh,
yeah. But that's what I mean. There's just like little bits of funny. So the last time I picked up my tissue, there was an actual spider on it that I didn't like. It was an actual Daddy Longlegs spider, not like one of those fake things that's behind me right now. Yep, it's still there. It's slightly more in the corner. I think it's stuck there because it knows that there's a spider nearby. An actual spider. But yeah.
What's it called again?
The Harvestman.
Harvest. Okay.
Harvestman.
Trying to think of them.
Yeah, I keep thinking of Huntsman all the time. The fucking Huntsman.
yeah.
Huntsman spiders are actually real.
Yeah.
We got the European wolf spider, which is in the UK, and they're the little black and white spiders, and they're really teeny, and some people call them jumping spiders. And of course, if you look up wolf spider, then it turns out to be like this absolutely fucking massive spider that's in like Asia, South Asia. It's like, Jesus Christ, no, that's not what I was looking for. Because they're so tiny. They're like this big. Like that big. But what they do is that they are really intelligent. They're like one of the most intelligent species of spiders for their size. And what you do, if you put your finger near it, then it will face the finger. And if you move your finger around, it will turn its body to follow the finger. It's kind of creepy, but they're so cute. They're so, they move kind of like, you don't see them moving. They move really fast. So when they follow your finger, they kind of do the whole thing to follow it instead of doing the very smooth action. It's just, they're just adorable. But I haven't seen many this summer. I think they come out more in the autumn. But they're very funny because you'll be looking at them and then also they'll not be there anymore because they jump, because they're jumping spiders.
Right.
We've got 4 people watching now.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, now that I'm not doing anything interesting, always when I'm about to leave. Really?
Wonder who the other person is. Wonder what they're doing.
No, I don't imagine anything interesting. I'm not doing much interesting. So, like, we literally watched a couple of clips, and I listened to Enterprise for a while.
Yeah, basically.
My eyes stinging. I'm actually getting properly tired. That's why I said I'm probably going to go soon.
Although your face is pretty sweet to look at, though. So.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Ugh. Except for when it's like super tired right now. Oh, Jesus. Eye stinginess. Annoying.
Your beard's coming in nice.
It's already here. It's just that it's like it's actually quite fuzzy. It's just, you know.
I love that. Yeah, that's my favorite look. I think. Like full beard's nice. But then like you have that, just like the stubble. It's really nice too.
It's not stuff. It's in already. It's just.
It's
Yeah, it's proper. It's a proper centimeters worth of growth. It's kind of like.
okay.
It's just kind of. It. My hair is actually not that. It's not as dark as as you can see on camera. I mean, like obviously, if you see in the videos and stuff, my hair is actually quite lighter, a lot lighter than it actually appears on this camera for some reason. Anyway, yeah, it's just that there's obviously more of it, and it goes all curly when it gets a bit thicker. So. But yeah, to what you said earlier, when they have a rivalry going on, like I said, they're more. It's more of a funny kind of relationship. I mean, obviously, it's a serious show, but they do have funny moments, and I was hoping that clip was going to be a bunch of their funny moments together, because they have a lot. But no, it was a proper serious video. I'm really sorry if it spoiled anything, but basically, hopefully you won't remember most of this.
It's fine.
Hopefully you won't remember most of this. It's
yeah, I mean, I have a pretty bad short-term memory of like unless I'm gonna commit things to memory, it's like, oh, well, I don't really remember that. Especially with names. Like if somebody tells me their name, I'll just like forget it immediately. So like. Unless like I make a conscious effort to look at their face and then just like paste their name on my head while I'm looking at the face.
Was I saying DeMar earlier, or was I saying another name?
You're saying DeMar.
I thought I was, yeah. It's just that when Wolfie said DeMar, I was like, yeah, that's what I was saying, right? I was just confused. It instantly erased whatever I was saying before. Anyway, especially when I looked up. Yeah, when I looked up the thing, I was going to say I could just look up the search history logs and it would tell me, but I misheard you as saying dinar with an N. Yeah, I might have been. That's what I mean. I didn't know if I was saying the right thing. I'm sorry. It's not important. But yeah, that guy's played. So that guy's Shran on Enterprise, but he's also played. He's played a couple of things on. He plays the Ferengi, Brunt of the Brunt FCA, Ferengi commerce negotiator, something like that. He plays. He's played a Klingon. He has played a Romulan. He's been a human. Like twice, I think. He's been a random. He's been a couple of things on Voyager, but I can't remember because basically the Voyager is a different story, and I'm definitely not gonna spoil that. Voyager's a different story. You kind of don't remember the names of all the different species that you see in Voyager, mainly because some of them are just not important. He's played. He's just done so much. Oh, later, Wolfie. Oh.
Good night, Wolfie.
I was going to ask you, Wolfie, what your favourite character of his was, but yeah, because you've seen Star Trek, so you know. You've seen, you heard, you know. But yeah. Personally, I like Brunt for the comedy, but then again, Frangie are the comedians. They just are the comedians. You know, they're basically they're the comic relief. Frankie, the ones with the big ears, the really big ears and the big foreheads. Oh, I'm trying to think of other things that he's played in Star Trek, but like I said, there's been so many that you name a race and he's probably played it. Oh, I did want to point out ages ago. I wanted to point out because I actually saw this episode not so long ago of Voyager. There's a race called the Herosian, and they're awesome. I really do like them. They're basically a hunter species, but the Herosian have made the Frozen joke way before Frozen made the, you know, I don't have bones joke, you know. There's basically, do you remember in Frozen when Olaf says, he says something like, oh, what does he say?
I don't know why I'm saying Frozen now.
He says something like, I don't have there or bones. He says something, oh, damn it. I don't have a spine or bones. Something like that. He says something like that. But no, I basically was like watching, there's an episode of Voyager where basically one of the Herosians says something like, yeah, but they don't have they don't have plating or arms. So how are we going to do it? And I was like, I've heard this joke before. Where did I hear this joke? One of the species that we'll never see on Enterprise, and I'm really pissed at this because they missed a huge opportunity, was Q. You'll see him in Next Generation onwards. But there's a species called Q, and the individuals of this species are called Q, and they're all of their names are called Q. But they are awesome. They're the best. I love them. They're so great. They love messing with Picard. It's hysterical. They're basically gods. They are basically gods. They're great. They are just, like I said, they're awesome. There's a suspected relationship. There is a species in the original series that is suspected of being a Q. But they're all called Q, which is great. I love that. How do you tell each other apart? Well, that's Q, and that's Q, and that's Q. It's great. It's really good. What do we call you two? I was like, that's simple. I'm Q. He's Q.
It's cute.
But they're gods, so they don't really need names, which is great. It's just,
Right.
you know, they live.
They'll just take up charge of the queue.
Well, they basically do magic, which is excellent. But they all each have their own way of doing magic. Like the Q that we see the most on all of the series is he basically does the magic by clicking his fingers. That's how he does the magic. Like whenever he wants something, he just clicks his fingers and it happens. But like you see another Q that basically just goes, and she just like it just happens. Just when she waves her hand. I think a lot of the Qs basically do that. One of them nods his head. It's just weird. I don't know why, but no, the main particular Q that I'm thinking of, the main Q that you see the most of, you see in Next Generation all the time, and he loves pissing off Picard. He makes it his mission to mess with Picard. So great. But yeah, I can't wait until you see Next Generation. You see that. I want to actually talk to Chris about that because I just want to see if he's like, have you seen Q yet? They're just so cool.
So cute. Yeah, cute. Yeah, that cute. Yeah.
Well, they never actually do that. I wish they did. I wish they did with the whole Q, and that's cute.
What, like kind of who's on first bit? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was kind of like it's almost like a deleted scene in one of the episodes. They just never showed it. I think it was because they didn't want it to be too silly, but it was so great. It was so great. They exist in the Q continuum, which is a realm above reality, and oh god, it's.
I can imagine.
And they all look human, and it's only and that's really, it's a really good thing because basically like they aren't human, and they don't actually look like that. They just assume the form that people expect them to because they're fucking gods. They're just so great. They can solve all the problems, but they never do. Anyway, I was going to stick around until I finished this, but I don't know.
But the drawing, or
No, just my pipe. The rest of it.
oh, okay.
It's my after dinner pipe, but basically it's just because I'm trying not to leave them on my desk so much and like finish them and everything. But yeah, I don't know what to talk about now. Like I said, I was hoping that Wolfie was gonna stick around so that we can right. Talk Enterprise with him, you know. But
right.
Damn it, people need sleep.
Yes, unfortunately, we haven't evolved to the point where we can just harvest every.
I'm actually reading The Origin of Sleep. You know where that comes from.
Right.
And it goes so far back that you know in multicellular history that it's actually evolved from when we were just above bacteria, things that are just above bacteria in the oceans. It's weird. The whole reason why we sleep at night as well is just it's creepy and crazy. Apparently humans evolved to, well, everything evolved to need sleep by there was these chains of multicell, you know, lots of cells, and it's one of the first colonies of cells that became multicellular. And they evolved in the oceans, and what would happen is basically when the sun was up, they would come to the surface of the oceans to basically feed on algae and stuff that were blooming in the sun. And when the sun went away, they would sink down and become dormant. to save energy, and that's apparently the origin of sleep. That's where sleep comes from.
Huh.
That's how early it is. That's why every single organism on the planet almost sleeps. Fucking tiny colonies eating on algae that exist in a day. Oh, fucking algae. Isn't that crazy though? That's where sleep comes from. We don't know why we depend on sleep anymore, but we know that's where it comes from. It's so annoying.
Huh. It's weird.
It's annoying. Stupid biology bullshit.
What do we need sleep?
We're not multicellular organisms that depend on algae from the sea anymore.
Why do we need sleep? My gosh. So annoying.
Anyway, I don't know what to talk about now, so like, have you got a topic or anything?
Or anything. No, not really. Unless you want to listen to music with it.
Unless I want to what?
You want to listen to music with me?
I don't mind. I just kind of like want to talk.
Talk. You want to talk? You'd rather talk about things and stuff.
Well, I don't mind hanging out. I'm
Just everything.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. I don't mind.
It's also really hot in here. I've been kicking the fan off just so that it wouldn't like be so loud in the microphone. Because I know you could probably hear the fan through the mic, basically.
Not really. Plus, when I have the fan on, I don't care if anybody hears it.
I've been so bummed because I can't play Pokemon Go. Because my phone is fucking broken and I can't buy a new one until tomorrow. So I've been a week without a phone, without playing Pokemon Go. I can't fucking level up. I can't fucking do anything. My gosh. Felt so helpless.
I feel bad for you.
You should. I'm in pain. I'm suffering.
Just I don't know how to deal with this. It's not a thing. Oh no. Bummer, you know. It's just like lame.
Yeah.
Have you thought about turning to God? Have you considered prayer? You know?
If you're there, please make my broken ass phone work again so that I can play Pokemon Go for at least for a little bit until again.
Like, can't you play on your iPad or whatever?
So the only thing is, I don't have a network on my iPad without Wi-Fi, so I can't leave the apartment with my iPad and expect Pokemon Go to work.
But you can still play Pokemon Go in your apartment.
No, I can't, because no Pokemon like appear near me. Like, there's probably like one or two that appears like once in a while, but that's it. And, like, I can't spend Pokestops. There's really no point to me playing on my iPad. I mean, unless like, because I do have Pokemon Go downloaded on my iPad, and that's mostly just to like transfer Pokemon or extra Pokemon that I have, so that my storage doesn't get filled up, like space or whatever. But yeah.
Now you know my pain, because basically when I play Pokemon Go, I don't have anything near me. That I have no Pokestops. I have like very rarely do Pokemon ever become around me, and it was just I'm stuck here. Even when I go out walking, it never helped. It just built up my steps for my machine, and that was it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that like only certain, and they have to be like really popular like metropolitan areas to like actually have like anything. So yeah.
There was a Pokestop that was at my pub, so I used to go walking every day to the pub and stuff. It just it was weird that basically I used to joke that Pokemon Go, it's good for your health, but it kind of contributes to some people's alcoholism. Because in the UK, there are more pubs than there are churches, and they used to put churches all the time for Pokestops, but
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did you hear? This was actually in the news too. Like, so this guy, he like, I don't know. He was into like, he was like an artist or something, and like, I can't remember what he was, but like, he was like into like, I think he was like one of those eccentric quote unquote people, and like, so he decided to like make like an old church his home basically, and now that this old church was his home, like it was a Pokestop in Pokemon Go, and so like at night it would just have random people just like be around his home, like basically hanging out. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I think I heard about that. I wouldn't have minded that so much, to be honest. Well, especially if it's a Pokestop, you know. It's like I could have played it all the time. I probably would still be playing it. But yeah, it got so convoluted with everything happening.
Yeah.
With everything happening like 2 miles away, 3 miles away.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
I think the thing I would love is if like a gym was like just directly near me, so that I didn't have to go out of my house and I could just like protect that gym like all the time, just like kick out anybody's gym and then just put my team in the gym and have that be a thing.
Well, Aaron and Chris from Men of the Dead, used to be from Men of the Dead now. Chris used to work for Five Guys, and basically where he worked there were like 5 Pokestops around him. So he just basically was sitting his ass all day, just flicking the Pokestops and leveling up all the time. And and Aaron was where he used to be based in one of the Pizza Huts. He basically had one at his Pizza Hut and one just like over the road from him. So whenever he was on his lunch break or his break, basically he was there.
I have 2 where I work. There are like 2 Pokestops in Safeway, and it's because one of them is like, because our Safeway has like a small post office type thing in it, so that's one of the Pokestops. And the other one is a Starbucks. Like we have a little barista stand inside Safeway, so yeah. And then of course, there's a gym right on the corner of where I work. So like, cause like I'm not allowed to leave the site where I work. I just have to like kind of walk around the site. But if I like stand directly on the corner, I can like I'm within range of this gym basically, and I just like basically kick anybody out the gym already, and then put my Pokemon in there. And I'm just like, yes, this is mine now. You guys suck. You guys are assholes.
Well, that's something that me and Damien used to do once a week. Was basically go to the local town, and then I used to get all the gyms.
Yeah.
We'd drive over there, and he'd park in the church parking lots, the community center, and all that stuff where the gyms were. And then basically, I'd sit there and I'd fight the gyms, and then and it was great. But
yeah,
it was like
actually just recently figured out that that's like a way to get money without having to actually pay for it. That's like, because like, I don't know, I've always kind of stayed away from fighting in gyms because like, I don't know, I'm not really great with like competition stuff like that, I guess. But yeah.
Well, when they brought the team rules thing out, it was kind of annoying because, like I said, I had to wait for people to come over and stuff like that. And it's just like, can I just fight this thing already by myself? I don't care about the special item or whatever. You know?
Well, you can I think you can fight raid battles by yourself, but like it's most lucky you won't win unless it's like.
Well, you could, but basically
like,
there's
not a very strong.
That's what I mean. There'd always be like mega Pokemon that are like the bonus Pokemon and stuff like that.
Right,
right.
It's
It's like, but I don't have anything that could defeat that. What the fuck? Yeah, I got no real chance of getting this Articuno. I don't care. You know.
Yeah. Actually, got an Articuno Moltres. Up to level, almost sure. But yeah.